I got no clue. I mean, pairing. What's up with, what does that mean? Thank God. I was like, what do I have to do? Hi there, friends. Welcome back. We are officially on episode 19 of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes blind playthrough. Got the backlight fixed. If you watched episode 18, sorry about that. Cool. Let's jump right into it. We just saved. We think we figured out the clue for the 1932 puzzle box. And now we're going to go to this room all the way over here, which is room 1962. And we're probably going to run into a maze man in the while we're doing that. So I'm going to lean back, be on my metaphorical toes. Ready for it. You can't scare me. Oh, I think that... Oh, why is it glitching when I'm going to these friggin' rooms? But it didn't do it. Okay. Sweaty palms. Hopefully it'll happen right as we get into this room. All right, 1962. Although I doubt there's going to be one. He'll pop up in this room. Okay. Handheld film camera. Untitled. Okay, so are they all going to be like this perspective type thing? Because I'm not very good at those puzzles. I was very surprised that I figured the last one out so quickly. Oh, I can walk. Let's read this sign. Lorelei Weiss, 1962. 1962 urges us to look around, perhaps even out the windows of our own personal space, to let symbols meet ideas. The work is open to several interpretations, but the artist leaves us a clue when examining its symbolism from specific perspectives. Beliefs are only true when beheld in solitude. Alright. So I can only walk forward, backward, and then I can turn. I'd like to find the one. I feel like it's here, but that doesn't seem right. I'm going to try to make a 1962. Oh, this is frustrating. Not being able to change the perspective is really confusing me. Yeah, no. Okay, so what if we look at just everything this way? Nothing really. We go over here. We have a 2 and a 3 visible, but... Trying to see if I have to, like, if I can line up this with, like, one of these. If anything happens. Yep. I think we have a maze man. Let's go trigger it. Yep. Beautiful. Alright, that's 6. And we didn't really, even if we die, we didn't lose much progress because we didn't really figure anything out. Alright, we have a few details that we cannot seem to get right. Please try to remember, Fraulein. Okay. Okay, I think I got everything. Got all this stuff, the sheet, the key, the stuff at the back, footprints, the standing candle, the film camera. There's nothing really on the... Can't see, so... Yeah. Got that red dot. I don't know if that's paint or wine or blood, but we got this open book. All right, let's go for it. Do you remember? I remember it all very well. What was under the Bible stand? A key. I even wrote down, presumably, the Bible. All right. Another script page. Hold on. Okay. Interior, hotel, the chapel, night. Nice. The gate creaks open. A grandfather clock chimes somewhere in the house. The woman scans the dusky room for any signs of danger. There is no one there, save for a handful of wooden saints. Then a shadow of a man steps out from the compact darkness. The magician. Excuse me. The magician. He repeats the gesture. What does that mean? That I search for the third eye. The magician takes his hand off his eyes. The woman raises an eyebrow and examines the magician closely. Why are you doing this? I can tell that it's you. When the third eye passes us by, the world belongs to creators. It's a time for beauty and chaos. An artist will be crowned king, and he will lead our victory over Mammon. Okay, so he was reciting that. Okay, so that gesture means you're searching for the third eye. What do you want? My Brotherhood wants you to know that our Italian friend has suffered a nervous breakdown of game-changing proportions. Their Italian friend. The magician studies the woman's reaction. I trust that you can keep a secret. Should I be unable to finish this project, it could potentially set back art 200 years. That's ridiculous. I am sworn to secrecy, but I can tell you this much. Your maze is of utmost importance to his mental health, to my order, and indeed to the future of mankind. It's just an art project. The magician takes a deep breath. A maze is a manifestation of something larger than you and I. I surrender to the red beast, and let it guide thy hand. This maze must be the death blow to the materialistic society. I'm afraid that's beyond my reach. The magician takes off his hat and pulls out a journal. We had hoped that it would not come to this, but we have read your diary. We know everything about you and what you have done. We have seen it in the stars and in the moon. I don't keep a diary. Well, it might not be yours in this dimension, but we are not all one here. But we are all one here. It's the same story in different times. And, what? Stop it. What do you want? We're simply asking you to play along with the game. For the sake of the project, it would be easier for us. I have had enough. Very well, Signorina. I will relay your answer to my superiors. They will be disappointed. My Brotherhood cannot guarantee your safety if you won't follow protocol. What the fuck? What is going on, man? This is ridiculous. That's weird. What does he mean by the diary? And why do I feel like I am playing as the woman, like my character's the woman? I still feel like that. Got another script page. I think there's a computer room pretty close to here, right? Like straight out here and to the right? Not even, just straight out here. That's nice. Alright, that is our sixth maze man down. So hopefully only 3 more. Okay. Getting a call. Hold on. Sorry, my mom called. Always got to pick up when the mom calls. I also want to see how close we are. Oh, we're very close. So we just saved. Let's go see if we can... We just saved. Let's go see if we can get the toy block. I think that's over here. No, it's not this one. We already checked this one. Oh, nice. All right. So we got another toy block. Okay. Can we get safely back? Yeah, we should be able to get safely back into save room. Okay. I don't know what the heck is going on with me. I keep dropping the ball on this recording stuff. Having my mom call me kind of threw me off, I guess. And when I saved down there, I somehow, or for some reason, stopped recording. And then, as you can see, we ran into another maze man, and so I stopped to write down the time, and I realized, holy shit, I stopped recording. The good news is we only lost about 15 minutes. Nothing really important. Mostly it was trying to figure out the... and I'll head back there because we're not too far away. I went to room 19. We went to the 3rd floor. And, well, first... Ooh, we might not have gotten the... We went to the lockbox room. We opened 1932. And then all we got was a little memory. I'll go over that. And then we went to the 3rd, from the exhibition room, we went up to the 3rd floor, which is where we're at now. And there's that little doorway with 1957 and another door. We figured out the 1957 door, and we were going to go to the other door when we started getting flashes of this. So we triggered the maze man. And that's all you missed. I'm so sorry that I did that. But The good news is we figured out 1957 room, and I'll go back in, and for anyone that wants to see how the puzzle's solved, I'll show you. But cool, let's do this Maze Man thing. This is number 7, so 2 more after this. Maybe a few details we cannot seem to get right. Let's do this, Maze Man. Oh, we're back in this computer room. Okay. Got the block in that closet, the lamp, the woman, the coffee, all of that stuff. We got the pawns and the chess pieces. We got the ashtray. We got these like knob or like parts of the computer looking like they're popping off. Got the revolver. We got the message on the screen written down. All right, feeling pretty good. Do you remember? I remember it all very well. What was drawn on the drawing pads? It was like an eye. Eyes. Some of these are much more... Okay, the first one was like that. The next 2 weren't so straightforward, and then the ones after that, they've all kind of been simple-ish. That's 7 down. 2 more. All right. Another script page, another long one. Interior hotel, basement day. The woman enters the basement with a cup of coffee in her hand. She flips the light switch. She jumps when she discovers the man in her chair. She spills coffee all over herself. Didn't look like that in the memory. The man very slowly turns his head. Signorina, I have come to fear that my entire being is just a part of someone else's story. All my thoughts might be placed in my head by a disciple of Mammon. The man regards the woman. Signorina, is this your story? If it is so, I want you to confess. What do you mean? This is all your story. The man stirs to life, all of a sudden happy and energetic. Good! I was worried. This brings us to the aphoristic bird of the hour. Aphoristic? I don't know. I have completely revalued your excellent work. This is amazing. The woman stares at the glitching monitor. Of the maze, only a handful of dots remain. My God, what have you done? Signorina, burning bridges is mandatory for the matchstick. It was much too functional. This is not a critique of your work. You are an amazing artist, if you permit me to say so. You've ruined all my work. Yes, I had to. Otherwise, it can naturally be exploited by capitalism, despite our best intentions. But I'm not much the designer. You are. Much work remains. You've totally reset it. I have to reprogram it all. I can't. Such modesty. You must believe in your abilities, Signorina. I do, if you forgive me for saying so. The man smiles affectionately at the AQ3. Man, woman, and machine. A new trinity. But as they say, the cat's clock has no time for mice. Progression, Signorina. The man rushes towards the door and then stops. He returns to the computer and picks up a revolver from behind the keyboard. Signorina, you made me forget my revolver. That must be the highest compliment ever given to an artist. The woman stares in terror at the weapon that the man shows her. Hat to the clouds, Signorina, but look at me. I'm keeping you from your morning coffee. Such is not our way. The man puts the revolver in his pocket, then makes the gesture, covering his eyes and showing 3 fingers before he rushes away. Damn, dude. This dude is creepy. So he just destroyed all of her work, and then he wants her to just get right back to it? A little confused by that. Alright. Save this way? Yeah. Should we give him the pages now? Yeah, I think we're gonna give him the pages on the way back. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and Save a second file just in case. All right. So we'll go back to the 1957 room and I'll quickly show you what I deduced. Basically the sign was like, we were left with a revelation. To form new ideas and beliefs, all we need to do is look up from what we previously thought was true. So I just combined these. This was the first one I saw, and I was like, that makes a 7, 1957. And then I went through all of them. They each make a number if you combine them. And I wrote down which ones make the 1957. That makes this... It might be... I think it's, yeah, these two, and then maybe... No, it's that one, the first one, that one, and like one of those. I don't know. I have it written down. But we haven't gone into the 1932 room yet, so let's do that. No, not 1932. What was that? 1982. 1982. Ugh, I don't like this. Ooh, that reminds me, we have a cassette to watch. How did we get that cassette? Dang, I need to remember how I got that cassette. I think I got it from the dude, from unchaining that dude. Which is why I wanted to go back into the jail cell and release him so he gives me another tape. Alright, let's see what this says. Every day we visit parallel realities on our screens. In 1982, the artist employs this idea to show us how we can perceive the same species, or how we can perceive the same space in different ways. The work itself leaves us wondering about which is most true, the reality around us or the one on our screens. Ooh, I don't like this. So am I going to be recorded on this? One. What's the door? Got another book? Oh, yeah. And this is what we got from the lockbox in the 1932 box. In 1932, in Frankfurt am Main, Greta Weiss gave birth to a girl child. She was the first of 3 girls born in as many years. From one of the few remaining photographs, we can see that she was a small child. Her mother looks proud with a little Lore in her arms, while her father appears as a blur, leaving the frame hastily where the picture was taken. That's sad, and also I feel like we've seen or heard something very similar to that. Okay, so, but what, when you want to look at the door? Okay. So what do we think? We're probably on the bottom side of it right here. Right? So like 8's gonna be the very bottom one, is what I think. Because there's 10. Go ahead and... Okay, so we got that written down. And we're going to start with 8. 8 is the one to the left. 8, 1, 5, 3, 7. 8, 1, 5, 3, 7. Eight, 1, 5, 3, 7, 9, 4, 0, 2, 6. 9, 4026. Okay. And that's the 1982 puzzle. And then if we're wrong, then we'll just... I think it should just be they all are the one from across them. What's over here on the third floor? At the video game room. Oh, is there anything to do in this hallway? There's not even a computer in there. Otherwise, I'd go in there and... Okay. Let me think. I think we save. And then we give him some of these script pages. Just the ones that we've gotten so far. I think there's probably gonna be like a... Well, I don't know. I was thinking there might be like a cutscene or like a dialogue for every single script page, but it might actually be we need all 9 of them before he'll even talk to us. Yeah, I think we're gonna get one for all of them. Thank you, Signorina. Did you bring any more? Oh, is that all you're gonna do? Perfect. Do you have any more? Go ahead and give them to him because we might be running out of space. We have these in our... Yeah, okay. Just making sure that we have them in our memory so we're not losing anything by giving it to him. All right, now let's go peek in this room again, because this is like the trapdoor room. Huh. It opened that one time. But I don't know if we did anything. I doubt the music has anything to do with it. Seems kind of creepier with the music. We haven't spent a lot of time on the up there at the loft. We can get into both of these. No, we can't get into the storage. We might be able to. Maybe that's the crew. Let's head up there. Let's just see what's going on up there. Okay, we gotta save. Let's do the 1938 door first. So this is the one with 2. Okay. It's locked. Ooh, interesting. All right, let's read because it always gives us a nice kind of hint. Using modern techniques, the artist plays with perception in 1938. Twisted perspectives appear correct, small appears big, yet always with an equal. We are, thus, to believe that truths come in pairs. Matching our own truth is another truth. Hung on display for everyone to see. Truths come in pairs. Matching our own truth is another truth. Wow, you really zoom in there. Huh. Okay. Huh. Matching. I gotta think about matching. Truth. What room is this? 1938? So it's the first... That's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my mom. Yep. So match them up, maybe. How do we match these up? Is it like matching the paintings up? These two are... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We just saved, right? I think we just saved. Well, we might lose giving the script pages, but that's fine. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to think with that going on, so let's just go trigger this. Oh, come on. Really? Thank God. I was like, what do I have to do? Alright. This is, the penultimate one. Alright. We have a few details that we cannot seem to get right. Please try to remember. Oh, ooh, this is interesting. Think I have everything. I got the letters, those markings. I got everything on the top there. I noted all the drawers that are open, the magnifying glass in this one. Oh, and phone. Didn't write down the phone. Wrote down the pad with the maze drawing. I wrote down the magazine. And make sure there's nothing in the trash can. Make sure there's nothing in the trash can. All right, let's see. What was the newspaper called? It's the Journal du Sud. Yeah. I write down so much for not needing it, but... Okay. Hold on one sec. What time are we at right now? Alright. Let's go ahead and read this. Interior hotel, reception office, night. The woman waits nervously by the phone. Suddenly it rings. The woman answers. Operator. The other end is available. The woman. Thank you. There's a switching sound. Producer. Let's see. Bob here. Mr. Sidney? I'm sorry to bother you. I am a bit worried about the project. Who is this? I'm working with Mr. Nero on the third eye. Silence. Hello? Did you not receive the letter? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where are you now? I'm at the hotel. What's going on? Long silence. Producer to someone else in the room. She's there now. What does legal say? There is another inaudible voice. Producer to the woman. Get out. Now. A pistol shot is heard. The woman drops the phone. What the fuck, dude? Spooky. I don't know why I went with Australian, and I don't feel like I did too bad until the get out now. Don't get out. Get out. No. Nah. No. No. I don't know. They say sorry I had to hear that. This is the most interesting one. So a callback to the letter that we got really early on from Robert Sidney. It makes me feel like I shouldn't be here right now. Like I gotta get out of this hotel. I just know when it finally is time to leave, I'm gonna go out to my car and it's either not gonna be there, the key's not gonna work, or I have a feeling this is not gonna be a happy ending. I don't know if there's multiple endings or not. I don't think there is, but I'm not sure. All right, nice. Only one more of these stupid things. I hope only one more. I hope they don't still come after you, like, once it's all said and done. How do I get to the map? Or to the... Alright, let's go save immediately. I will say these shortcuts are actually kind of nice. Should probably try to do more of them. But I'm not going to go out of my way. You know? Alright, I want to go back into the room. Into the 1938 room. I really feel like I'm close. I think somehow it's going to be like... Oops, not that one. Where? Oh yeah, I went up to the loft, that's right. Let's go ahead and save here since we're right next to it. Did I see 70? Are we at 70? Oh boy, we are almost there, man. Alright, like... Like, these three are all the same. It looks like this back one. And these two, are these two the same? I can't. Alright, let's use the let's use the camcorder. And this is the one that's like... Ah. Twisted perspectives appear correct. There's gotta be a reason you zoom in this far, right? See, nothing really changes when like you zoom in and out. I got no clue. I mean, pairing? What's up with, what does that mean? Why can't I, like... I don't know. But we're running long on this one anyway, so... I think we're gonna go right back to trying to solve these. We might go down to the key room right about now, or we might go check out the other room. We'll see. But I am having a blast. I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.